This looks so dead. Look at this. This is not good at all. This place looks just... Some sort of sharp pain. And you got the... I don't know what that is. Oh, this is too much. You guys have Beijing beef or no?
At this location, no.
At this
I don't
location?
have the street chicken. We don't carry those here.
What kind of chicken you said?
I don't have the Beijing beef or the street beef chicken.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Okay, let me get a plate then. Yeah, please.
For your items?
For my item, let me get a... Just kung pao and teriyaki. No. Just a cup of water. Yeah. Okay, let me see. I'll scan it.
Can you just hit the X on the pad? You're gonna hit the X and then I'm gonna scan it over here. It's gonna be 12.50.
Can I get a teriyaki and sweet and sour sauce and just the chopsticks? And if you have oh, of course, and some extra napkins. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
stores taking over everywhere. Completely dead. Says take a book, leave a book. Like the egg, Easter egg. Still here. The Easter bunny. Waiting for a photo. Someone's pink pen. Finish line. They might eventually replace it. I don't know. These months seem like really better days. It's out there. Yellow. This is the machine. And really is a cash grab. It's a cash machine. It's supposed to be real, man. This one down. The same shoe. 14s. It's a gold bar now. See? That's a gold bar right there. That's a 1 ounce gold bar. Oh shit. This is the current price right here. We need to take that one. Oh, it's just a plate thing. Oh, this can be shaken, tilted. Say how much though. Higher value price may be more difficult to win. Reveal potential prices and read out instructions before you decide to play. You will learn this practice. Now play without your price. You must get a key to the keyhole to win it. Do not shake or tap the machine. Any sense save is not. Will not help you to win. May cause machines to alarm. Watch timer for time remaining for play. You control the aim with the key. Repeat the left and right movement of the joystick. Like that. And only one up and start movement of the move up button. Oh shit. got one chance to move up, and only one up is down. So if you went to the wrong door, went in between them, that's it, you're done. So it has to be like now, up, and then you I guess you push it. This is the one you need to get because it attach a gold bar right there. That's a watch for $100. This is $300 with the phone. I don't know what's in the blue box. What that bar is. What's in the blue box behind it? That's our Apple TV with $300. Damn. Pure blades. Wow. Oh, these are cool. These are good though. A lot of details on it. Hawk, Lemons, Captain America. Oh shit. Everything. Oh, actually, that's strange. The Conjuring in the back. Sure, so. White bar. Oh my god, it's like a little drizzle of it.
Okay.
Morning glory. boots. Oh, country. Damn. Country store in the middle of Montebello. Oh, beautiful. Look at this levels. Yeah. And, yeah, there's a Kaiser. That's where we're supposed to. Kaiser. Right? This one, right here. There we go. Now it won't move. But first, let me finish this water. All right, now I got a paper right here. It's been a while since I drank this kind of soda. Dragon Ball Z soda. Shh. Shh. Shh.
But it says here, Elon Musk is bringing Tesla showrooms to Native American tribal land to get around local car dealership laws. So let's say a New York, a Connecticut, or whatever states decide to revoke Elon Musk permits to sell cars in person, then Elon would just go to Native American reservations. So something like, for example, I know in many states there's casinos on reservations. I'm sure you guys know this, where in the state it may be illegal, but they can have casinos there if they're on native land. Or another example would be fireworks, something that in various states sales of fireworks are banned, but you can buy them from Native American reservations. So that I'll be curious if Musk ends up doing that, but there may be a
从那边上的，对啊。我说他妈看着那么 sneaky， 那他妈的看那监控传档。
One of the things that Musk is doing is attacking voter laws, and sometimes people on those nations will be affected by that because it's harder for them to come up with the documentation that would satisfy what Musk wants. There's a lot of things involved with this stuff. I understand from Musk's point of view, he doesn't care about you or regular people. He just wants to profit for himself. His dealership model and his insurance thing, from my understanding of it, their service isn't great. It's been like that at Tesla for a while. And the fanboys and fangirls always act like Tesla's so awesome at everything, but not always the case, guys. I hate to break it to you. This is actually kind of interesting. It shows you the different states that could change laws. It says Tesla Rivian still face complicated direct sales laws across U.S. states. So this is U.S. states with bans on direct sales, models like Tesla and Rivian. So I guess this would be already banned on direct sales. That would be Alabama, Arkansas, Connecticut, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Nebraska, New Mexico, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Texas, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. This is an old article. It's dated November 24, 2024. So it's interesting because Texas is beyond this list, but it says here, Tesla sells through online loophole in a service settle model. So there's a loophole there. So Texas, I guess, on the books, they're not supposed to do direct sales. It looks like they're using the service settle loophole. That's interesting. And then I can see this. Louisiana has a special license for Tesla. Connecticut, you can lease it, and then you're selling on tribal land. I mean, you look at this, there's a lot of different loopholes. So, various states could close some loopholes. And to be fair to Musk and the whole Tesla, thing, they would make the case that dealerships are bad, and they're just trying to, get rent from people and add on extra costs to the consumer, etc. I am no fan of car dealerships. I want to make that clear. So it's not like I, work for the car dealership association. I hate car dealerships. I hate the whole process of buying a car in USA. My personal opinion is that I wish there was just one price and that's what you pay, opposed to all these add-ons and they try to scam you with stuff. I'm sure you guys know, anyone who's bought a car in USA would know this. I can't speak to other countries if they kind of do this in your country. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. But it's interesting though. An argument for dealership laws would be, well, we're providing jobs and stuff like that, and we need to keep local businesses alive, not necessarily have everything. Here is U.S. states with store limits on direct sales like Tesla, Illinois, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. You can see New York is on there. It says limited to 5. So any number of these states could just permit, and I think that's something to keep an eye on. Now, Tesla and Elon, they're trying to flex their Tesla muscles. I told you guys about this in the last video. They're displaying their robots on Capitol Hill. I mean, this whole thing is a big sham, to be really frank. I've made a video about this before, and they had their last event. A lot of the stock promoters were pretending like it was the most awesome tech ever, but the things were remotely controlled, right? And it's quite interesting. One of the Republicans was even trying to say this, essentially the quiet part out loud. I mentioned this before with Tesla. This is coming from, and you'll see what I'm saying. This is coming from Republican Carlos Jimenez, a Republican from Florida. Says here, it's amazing technology, and what struck me was a lot of the same technology in a vehicle is used in these humanoid robots. That's Representative Jimenez. Says here, maybe in agriculture, a lot of farmers are going out of business. Can't compete labor-wise, right? get a couple of robots that can actually do very detailed farm work and drive the labor costs down, will save the American farmer. So the stupid case that they're going to make is, and essentially part of Elon's plan, kick out as many workers as you possibly can, fire as many workers as you possibly can, and replace them with robots. But you know, Elon's robots are so far behind; they're not ready to go, you know, pick berries or do any of the farm work that they say they're going to do. It's a bunch of nonsense. But I'm just telling you what they say. Elon says, and you know, he had Lutnick out telling everyone on Fox News we're all going to buy 5 robots. They couldn't even keep a straight face because it was so stupid. You even have this. I mean, there's always crazy drama in Tesla. That's why it's fun to talk about. Tesla owner seeks $1 million in damages after car keyed at DFW airport. What? This is really a $1 million Tesla lawsuit. I guess that's what it is. It says here, one North Texan Tesla owner is fighting back. He has filed a civil lawsuit against the man accused of keying his Model X earlier this month while he was parked at DFW airport, citing damage to the car, lost wages, and emotional duress. So, yes, according to this person, if your Tesla gets keyed,
oh, what's wrong?
It's really stupid. And then part of the Tesla
the fuck do you want to play game?
Scam, he's saying, hey, we're gonna have these awesome robot cars, and we got this thing called FSD. They're gonna increase regulations in China, so it looks like even China's like, you know, these things aren't safe. Now, no matter how many politicians that you buy off Elon, if your cars hurt people, we're gonna find out about it. Hopefully, I say hopefully because part of Elon's plan is to make it so that he doesn't have to report injuries to the public. One thing that's quite interesting though is this was an auto article. They were talking about, like people who know cars really, really well. They were talking about, you know, is the Tesla Robotaxi all BS? Long story short, it is. I'll just say that. They actually cite a couple of really interesting things. So one is the auto. This is, you know, people who do cars, you know, for a living. They write about cars. They're saying yes, Elon could produce these, right? So certainly you could make these things. Doesn't mean they're going to work, but you could make them. But like, you know, there's no pedal or steering wheel in these things. They even mentioned they talked to an engineer. The engineer claims there's going to be some sort of button to turn these things off. I think that's what they were saying. They were also mentioning too, that I thought was kind of interesting. I hadn't heard this argument before. So Tesla doesn't have sensors in their cars; they just have like cameras. And the argument that Tesla makes is that, well, if you put too many sensors in the thing, the lidars, etc., it confuses the computer. It's like, it's a really stupid argument, but that's the argument they're going to make. Other car manufacturers who try to do robot technology, they put the, you know, basically lidars in the system to be more safe sensors. Effectively, though, Tesla doesn't want sensors because it costs more money. That's what it boils down to. They want to cut costs as much as possible. They don't really care about your safety, and then they pretend that having sensors would confuse the computer. It's so ridiculous. It even says here, it says, I'll tell you, Tesla engineers argue that having multiple sensors actually causes problems and confusion for the computer when they have conflicting inputs and need to decide which sensor to believe. I mean, it's stupid. It's a stupid argument, right? Either way, the self-driving technology that was pretty laughable just a few years ago has improved rapidly, according to them, to be fair. And will continue to do so. More and more data is collected every day. So that's the argument that they're going to make, that we're going to keep getting better. The issue, though, is that it's still got to get through legislation, and you still also have to convince consumers that they want to get in a car without a driver. I think they're so far away from this stuff, and I think once the first person gets killed in one of these things, I think they'll get pulled immediately. That's my opinion. Now, to be fair to Elon, if you buy off the right politicians, maybe, you know, you can hurt more people. Go for it. Elon, he spends his time arguing about video games. For real. This is tweeted out today. I don't even follow this stuff. It's like Ubisoft's talking about some sort of game here. What is that? What are you talking about? Shadows? I don't think what I'm talking about. It's some sort of game. And then Elon's tweeting, Hassan is a fraud. Sellout would be more accurate. Objectively, he's creating a terrible game for money. Assassin's Creed says, is that the guy playing your house account told you?
在这附近就可以。
So that's what's going on with Tesla. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this stuff. Do you think Tesla
maybe aiming for the newer ones? I see.
And,
Get a house my mom can be in. See, this one looks pretty good. Oh, this is two. This is two. But that one's new. I know that one's pretty new. So he's got 2 units, front and back.
Postal workers and active duty military personnel. President Trump has said he wants to decrease the size of that workforce by up to 10%, or 240,000 people. The effort to downsize the government has been led by Elon Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency. Tens of thousands of federal employees were laid off in recent weeks.
We were leaving work fully employed and coming back the next morning without a job.
But now the terminations are being challenged in court, and the administration has been ordered to issue sweeping job reinstatements.
Two federal courts on opposite coasts taking similar cases and coming to similar decisions here, ruling that the firings of so-called probationary workers were improper mass firings and ordering that tens of thousands of these workers be put back on their job.
It's unclear when reinstated employees will be asked to return to work, as some are reportedly being put on administrative leave. The Trump administration has also moved to dismantle entire agencies, such as the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the U.S. Agency for International Development, and the Department of Education. But again, courts around the country are challenging the legality of those cuts.
This has been an extraordinary first part of the second Trump term. What's been most extraordinary is the way in which the new administration has fundamentally destroyed so much of the capability in our government.
At the center of it all, a narrative that the federal government is too large.
We're cutting down government. We're cutting down the size of government. We have to. We're bloated. We're sloppy. We have a lot of people that aren't doing their job.
Efforts to streamline the government workforce and cut down on spending are not new.
I am ordering a reduction of the federal bureaucracy by at least 100,000 positions over the next 4 years. The steps we're taking today will save the American taxpayers $9 billion.
There's no doubt that there's bloat in some places, in some functions. But you gotta identify it first. You don't just cut the whole thing. What they're gonna have to do is they're cutting the whole thing. They're gonna have to go back and build again, right? The things that they cut out that in fact turn out to be essential.
So just how wasteful has the U.S. federal government become? And has it gotten worse over time? And will cutting government workers and programs actually make a dent in the nation's more than $1.8 trillion deficit? The first few months of the second Trump administration have been a roller coaster for federal employees impacted by mass layoffs.
I was one of the thousands of federal workers terminated this weekend. I have gone through the entire range of emotions this past weekend. There is a lot of sadness in my heart. There is also a lot of anger.
$24,000 workers received notices that their jobs were being terminated. Now, at least one court has ordered that the Trump...
So Elon Musk and Tesla could get banned from selling cars. That's the subject of today's video.
No.
And check out this headline here. It says, New York lawmakers target Tesla. Subtitle, a Democratic legislator introduced a bill to stop Tesla from selling in person to consumers in the state. That's the subject of this today's video, and it's absolutely wild because this shows you how things can change very, very quickly for Mr. Elon.
You guys know this. Blue states, the left-wing people were the original customers of Elon Musk. And now that Musk is getting involved with, messing with Social Security, firing you, gaslighting people whenever he can. Essentially, people are going to hit him where it hurts, which is his pocketbook. And let's read the details of this. It says, Albany, New York, and upstate New York lawmakers disgusted with Elon Musk is targeting Tesla's operations. Again, hit him where it hurts. Assemblymember Pat Fahey, an Albany Democrat who is championing electric vehicles, introduced a bill Wednesday that would yank, right, which is like canceling, would yank permits for Tesla's 5 in-person sales locations in New York. Other electric vehicle makers would also be allowed to compete for the permits under legislation. Quote, no matter what we do, we've got to take this from Elon Musk. He's part of an effort to go backwards. I actually think this is a pretty big deal. If you guys don't know, Tesla's business model is essentially to get around dealership and franchise laws. He has various legislations that have